Hello everybody and welcome back to Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. Today we are going to be pouring our bunny bear, which is an order. And so I already got some resin mixed up here and we're just going to go ahead and stir it. Okay. And then we're going to take our brown. Let me get some gloves. And we're going to take some brown metallic. This is by Kersel. And we are going to add a little bit. Find my spoon here. Right here. We're going to add a little bit of brown into our mix for the bunny. This is a real good spoonful in there. Okay. And we're going to stir that in. Getting the outside edges, making sure we get it all down in there. There we go. We want that to be nice and creamy. Okay. And then we're going to spritz inside of our mold. Get it down there in the bunny ears. Up there so we can see it here. We're going to pour a little bit in there. And then we're going to squish the ears of our bunny. Pushing in the middle, in the back. Okay. And then we're going to finish pouring. There's our bunny rabbit. And we're going to spritz him. And then with what's left, we're going to do a cap. I'm going to add some white glitters. Just regular white glitter. Let me get my thing open here. There we go. Now it's open. And we're going to add some white mica powder. This is crystal white to the brown. Oh, you forgot to go through the hole. Okay. we're going to stir all that in. Let me get a bit more white in there. Okay, now we're going to stir that in, scraping the outside edges. All right. And we're going to pour it into our cup cap. There we go. And we're going to spritz it. Okay. And then the remainder that we have left is going to go in our extra mold. Over here, I see some bubbles popping up on that one. Hit them on my feet. Toes are so tiny on the lizards, it's hard to get to. Okay. And there we have it. All right. And then the rest of it will go in our skull here. All right. Get a little bit of that out of there. So it doesn't boil over like it is. All right. I'm going to move these over here so they can get leveled out on the table. Okay. And we'll spread some again. Keep the bowls out of them. Okay. Now we're going to take a break for a minute and we will be right back. All right. We got it. Now, we redid our cross top yesterday. And this was our bottom. And it sits right on there, right like that. This one here is a little, seems to be a little smaller, but I got a bubble on the inside right here that we're going to fix. And then we will be good to go. So, I'm going to lay that one down there. We're going to grab our UV light and bring it over. Okay, Sorry about that. Now we're going to pour a little bit of UV. This is UV resin Geek Art. It's crystal clear. We're going to put a little bit of this in a cup. And we made our turtle yesterday, which he turned out perfect. And do a little bit of trimming. And we are going to pour the cap for the turtle. So we're going to give it a good pour in there. And we are going to stick it down here. Brush some of that back in there. Move the light over it. And then we'll bring our cross over here. And we'll get this corner right here. We're just going to pour a little in there, on there, and push it underneath the light. So it will hold. And get that bubble out. Sorry about that. We're just going to let that cure. And while that's curing, we had gotten Happy Mail from Billy. This is 1-inch tinsel pom-poms. And we will be using those next year for Christmas. And then we got a little case here, which is very nice to hold our tools in. So we will be using that pretty soon. And then we got some bamboo skewers, which these are good for poking bubbles or putting flower stakes into the thing when we use our owls or whatever we use to put them together. Okay, and then we have these little squares here, as you can see on this side. And we are going to put just a little drop of the E or the resin in there. And we're going to slide that underneath the light. And the same for this one, sorry. Thyroids do not help. Little drop. We're going to stand that A straight up and down. Whoops. We're going to just slide that into the UV light. Move that over. Hanging that in there. And here's our cowbell we did yesterday. And this is what our cowbells look like. And then we spin them around. Open them up. Turn on the little light. It goes down inside the cowbell and it spins back together. And you can see it lights up in there. Really pretty. We're working on the white one now. We poured the cap for it in the browns, which I think will be very pretty. And then we put our little tassel on our little button and some of the rope, and that turned out really cute. All right, we're done with that one. We're going to put it away. And tomorrow we will put the lid on the cowbell and do that up. Let's check these. I believe. That's kind of stuck on there. I believe that one is pretty well done. We're going to flip it over. Turn our light back on. Making sure it's hard. That's good. It's not tacky. It's pretty well finished and the little hole's fixed. It's nice and smooth across there. All righty. There's that one. And this one here, we're going to check it. Okay, and then we're going to flip it over. Turn the light on. We're done with that. Okay. Let's check them. Flip them over. Letting them get the back of them. And we'll check this little guy out. Okay, we're gonna flip that. Put that one on top. And there we go. Try it that way. We're getting there. All right, here you have your cross. All finished. See that? All finished. Okay. Okay. Let me check that. Still a tad sticky. So we're going to do it one more time. Let me get these gloves off. Be nice if we had some music in the background. It's quiet in here. Okay. It's still just a tad bit sticky, so we'll just leave this under the light a little while longer and let it cure. And while we do that, for today we have a special guest, so I'm going to get this table cleaned off and get ready for our guest. When the cap is done, we'll put this on tomorrow and fill it. But for now, I am going to go ahead and move these under the light, let them finish curing, and we will be back. Hold your horses. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Crafts Her Way by Devin Seward. We have a special guest with us. Her name is Harmony, and she is making rubber band bracelets. Harmony, if you would like to show them some, you can do that, and she's going to make one for you, and I'm going to let her do that, and then we will come back and we will finish our discussion. So here's Harmony.
So this is one that I previously made like yesterday, and it's got like the vibe of all different neon colors and stuff. And this is a whole bag of ones that I have made, and there is a necklace in there too. So without further ado, let's
sit down if you want.
get started and make a bracelet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you want.
So we're going to start by putting it on one finger, twisting it, putting it on your other finger. And I'm going to do green and blue just for the idea of it. And you're going to put the other one straight. Then I'm going to get my handy dandy little crochet hook. And I'm just going to maybe work with the...
Make sure we can hear you.
Work with the rubber bands. Sorry, I'm bringing it out. So then...
And now, do you sell these in craft fairs, Harmony?
Yeah, sometimes. But then also I sell them on eBay. Then also
At Seward_5946.
yeah,
Tell them.
Seward I sell them on eBay at Seward_5926. 46. My bad. 46.
It's in the description box.
Yeah, it's in the. You heard it. So I'm just keep repeating the same step over and over again. Kind of hard to do it under the camera. Just reloading your bands. And then I also make like rings and necklaces. This one's not going to be a bracelet since I have a lot of bracelets. It's just going to be a simple ring that you can wear on your finger. Do that. I also do diamond paintings just in case. So like I'm working on a diamond painting right now. It's a mother bear and like a baby bear.
Which you'll bring.
Which I'll bring.
And do a video.
And do a video. So right now we're just working on the ring. I think that might be the last band I need for the ring. And then what you'll do is you'll just take your first band and you'll switch it over to your other finger. So then you should have 2 bands on that one finger. And then you're going to look for like a little sorry, I can't find one. I just dropped one. Anyway, you have to look for a little hook so you can hook your rubber bands. But you're going to grab the 2 more rubber bands on your other side and hook them. And then it can be like a ring, or if your hands are small enough, it could be a bracelet. So that's pretty much what I do, and I sell them. So yeah, we'll be right back with you.